Pedro Jimeno became a villain on the family Chantel, but he isn't the only one. Nicole Jimeno's best friend, Coraima Morla, also has a shady past. Coraima Morla was only a character side on the family Chantel, but she showed a nasty side to herself on the show. The family Chantel has primarily focused on the marriage and eventual divorce between Chantel Everett and Pedro Jimeno for 5 seasons before the series finale. However, it also featured a number of other storylines with family members from both the Jimeno and Everett families in the Dominican Republic and Atlanta. As the best friend of Pedro's younger sister, Nicole Jimeno, Coraima appeared throughout the show as a minor villain with a vicious side. Coraima and Nicole were introduced as longtime best friends on the family Chantel. The two women were characterized by their scheming behavior as they plotted against Nicole's enemy and now former sister-in-law Chantel while living in their home country of the Dominican Republic. Coraima has been best friends with Nicole for a long time and was rumored to have dated Pedro since high school, according to former Jimeno family friend and Chantel's confidant, Obed Corporan. However, Coraima's attitude had her characterized as the family Chantel villain who is known to be malicious alongside Nicole. One clear sign that Coraima is a nasty person is her friendship with Nicole. Their close relationship automatically makes Coraima guilty by association. While Chantel hasn't always been well behaved on the family Chantel and didn't show maturity until the final 2 seasons, Nicole never had a redemption arc and refused to grow up or take accountability for her actions. The younger sister of Pedro was briefly on friendly terms with Chantel, though when things soured, Nicole made it her mission to try to destroy Chantel's marriage with her older brother. Nicole then remained fixated on Chantel, with Coraima helping her out. Coraima and Nicole were present during hangouts in the Dominican Republic when Chantel was there. Obed revealed to Chantel during the family Chantel season 5 that before Chantel learned Spanish, Nicole and Pedro's other family and friends called Chantel ugly and laughed about how quickly she fell for Pedro. There were then accusations from Chantel and her family that Pedro and his family had used her from the start, with Chantel even branding them as predators. Nicole and Coraima were both delighted with Chantel's discomfort throughout the show. It's no secret that Coraima has a crush on Pedro, but she shamelessly showed her interest during his marriage to Chantel. This was an ongoing theme throughout the family Chantel and a clear insecurity for Chantel. In one sketchy scenario, Nicole filmed Pedro and Coraima dancing together seductively in the DR and sent the video to Chantel to try and upset her. Though Pedro was married at the time, Coraima happily went along with the plan to upset Chantel with the hopes that Pedro would want to date her. The best friend of Nicole showed zero reservations about trying to steal a married man and did so openly. Coraima openly made it clear on the family Chantel that she supported Nicole's attempts to try and split Chantel and Pedro up. Coraima expressed her attraction to Pedro and desire to steal him from Chantel. This allowed her to flirt with Pedro throughout his marriage. Nicole and Coraima laughed while she and Nicole schemed, as they took pleasure in attempting to take down Chantel and Pedro's marriage due to Nicole's personal vendetta with Chantel. Both women showed an unhealthy preoccupation with Chantel and an odd strong desire to ruin her marriage to Pedro. It's clear that Coraima doesn't respect any form of girl code when it comes to Chantel. Not only did she flirt with Pedro and film seductive videos with him, but Coraima seemingly lied to Chantel and concealed a big fact from her as Pedro evidently cheated on Chantel behind her back for years. Chantel and her mother, Karen Everett, hired a private investigator who confirmed that Pedro had cheated on Chantel. Meanwhile, Obed told Chantel that Pedro and Coraima had dated since high school and hooked up throughout the years. Coraima didn't have the decency to tell Chantel the truth when Pedro clearly wouldn't, as Coraima also didn't care about her feelings. When Pedro was finally divorced from Chantel and actually single, Coraima had the opportunity to date him. Pedro and Coraima shared a flirty meal before Coraima admitted she was engaged. However, she still took a selfie with Pedro to share online, which upset Chantel. Coraima seemingly only wanted Pedro when she couldn't have him, though she still maintained her flirty banter while engaged. Meanwhile, she didn't stop Pedro from taking and posting the photo, even though they both knew that it was a petty move intended to hurt Chantel. Coraima seemed thrilled at the opportunity to be with Pedro. Overall, Coraima revealed herself to be selfish in the family Chantel as she put her desires first, and didn't care about hurting the feelings of others. She pursued Pedro for selfish reasons and continuously went along with Nicole's many schemes to break up Chantel and Pedro. Though reality TV shows are often scripted, the drama between Chantel and Pedro was very real, since the exes ended their marriage on terrible terms. Meanwhile, Coraima might have been aware of what seems like Pedro's plan to use Chantel from the start. Despite this, she continued to join forces with Nicole to bully Chantel throughout the series. Altogether, this characterizes Coraima as the family Chantel villain.